Well, g'day folks, and welcome back to the next episode. This is going to be a bit of a travel vlog as Cherie and I are in the car and we're heading north. So we're actually starting off in the beautiful town of Toowoomba. Actually, it's a city of Toowoomba in Queensland. We've got a couple of bags packed, we've got a couple of eskies, and we've got a couple of weeks to kill. So we're heading north to Townsville, so come along for the ride. Now, before we start this journey, I've got a little journey to make of my own from Victoria up to Queensland, and that's going to take me 2 days. So before we go, we're not in my normal touring vehicle. We're in the family Kia. Now, before we start this trip, we're going to be trying vanilla slices wherever we go. So bakeries, cafes, truck stops, we're just going to try them. We're not looking for the best vanilla slice in Queensland, but we're going to give them a crack. So our first day on the road sees us going to Toowoomba. So Toowoomba is one of the jewels in the crown of Queensland. It's about an hour and a half from Brisbane, and if you visit in September, you have to check out the Carnival of Flowers. The whole city just turns into a giant garden party. Parades, food stalls, live music. It's such a vibe. It's actually the longest running floral festival in Australia. And if you want some epic views, head up to Picnic Point. You can see all the way across the Lockyer Valley, or if you're keen for a challenge, hike up the Tabletop Mountain. Toowoomba was once a stop for the Cobb & Co coaches, and this is reflected in the history in the Cobb & Co museum. It's an amazing little museum and one that really blew us away. After visiting the Cobb & Co museum, we hit the Sunday market. Our next stop was the very peaceful Japanese gardens located in the Toowoomba University grounds. Leaving Toowoomba, we headed towards Roma. So I've just pulled up for a spot of lunch, and I thought I'd take you through the setup we've got in the Kia. As I said, we're travelling in the family Kia. It's not a touring vehicle whatsoever, but hopefully we've got it set up fairly well, so over the next couple of weeks we'll be able to live quite comfortably out of it. So I'll just run through what we've got in the back. So in this black box here, we've got the kitchen, so pots, pans, got plates, bowls, all that sort of stuff. So some of the places we're staying in motels, a mixture of motels and caravan parks. So some have got cooking facilities, some don't. In there we've just got a load of cutlery, so that just sits there, so if we need it for lunch. Got some water in there, that's for emergency drinking and for the car. In the back there I've got some iced water there in the Yeti. These two here are the heroes of the trip. So these are our Techni-Ice eskies. So this one's for our food and this one's for our drink. Obviously the bigger one's for the drink. So when we get to a place that's got the fridge, we'll just empty the small one into the fridge, and we're just topping up with bags of ice for the drinks. If the fridge is big enough, we'll put the bag of ice in the top freezer. And we normally get about 2 to 3 days out of the bag of ice. So all in all, that's the little setup. We've also got like a insulated Woolies bag there, and that's our pantry. So that's got things like the sauce, salt, pepper, Vegemite, that sort of stuff. So it's basically grab these things, take them into the room, and we're ready to go. So a couple more little things we've done to the car, and I'll come and show you. So in here I've just taken the seat organiser out of the ute, and this has got all the little handy things. We've got our Bushmans, we've got hand sanitizer, sanitizers, Stingos, sunscreen, all the little things that you need. So there's spare toilet paper in there, just nice and easy to grab. And then down on the floor, first aid kit, snake bite kit, we've got a hammock there, and the jump pack. So that's all just nice and easy to reach. And just so we can stay in contact with what's going on the road, I've popped the little 5-watt GME UHF radio in with an external aerial, and that's working really well. So on our way to Roma, we pulled into Bunaga, which is basically just a hall that's actually dedicated to a moth. So it's dedicated to the Cactoblastus moth, which was introduced to Australia to stop the spread of prickly pear. The prickly pear was introduced as ornamental plants and natural fencing. However, it soon went out of control, covering millions of hectares of farmland. So they introduced the moth larvae ate the cactus, and it's been the only successful biological control in Australia. So take that, cane tones. Well, we've just arrived at Roma, and we're staying at the Roma Aussie Tourist Park, and we've got a fairly upmarket donga we're staying in, so I'll just quickly take you through that. There's not much of it. Sure, he's hiding, but you can see her in the mirror. So it's quite comfy, and yeah, Dunny shower in there, and we're just heading down to the camp kitchen to cook a bit of tucker for tea tonight. So we were very busy sightseeing in Toowoomba today, and when we got around to trying out our vanilla slice, all the bakeries were closed. So we've got one from the Roma supermarket here in Roma. So we'll try it. It looks pretty good. It's nice and looks pretty firm. Bite in it. Pastry's not as flaky as it could be. Flavour's okay. Okay, for the Roma supermarket vanilla slice, I'm going to go about a 6 out of 10. There's one, look, there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm going to throw to the one we had yesterday. We cheated a bit, so we're at Stanthorpe before we started this trip, so I'll throw to that now. As I said earlier on, we're going to be travelling through Queensland up to Townsville, and we're going to be sampling some vanilla slices. So first cab off the rank comes from Foxy's Bakery here in the lovely little town of Stanthorpe here in Queensland. So it looks good. So it's a lot of custard. Let's give a that's really nice. Really, really nice. Not falling apart. The custard's really, really, really lovely. And the icing's nice. So first cab off the rank from Foxy's Bakery in Stanthorpe. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. And we'll cut back to the Roma supermarket one. As I said, the Stanthorpe one was a lot better, obviously, because it comes from a real bakery. But we're hitting Emerald tomorrow. No, actually, the next day. So there'll be a bakery there. So we'll have a crack at that. So anyway, we'll see you for the next one. So it was time to cook dinner. So I got out the old trusty Trangia stove, and I was soon joined by a group of great blokes. Right, I'm here at Roma at the caravan park here, and I've just bumped into these absolute lot of legends. Ben won the meat raffle at the pub last night, and they're cooking it up. So Tyrone's on the hot plate. Ben's the winner. Harry's here just drinking beer. And Seth's drinking Jack Daniels. So all these blokes are working on the gas line up here. I'm not sure what they're actually doing. It's not a lot, but at least I'll have a lot of tucker tomorrow. So thanks, boys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Upper.
The next morning we headed to Sculptures Out Back. So this is Roma's annual outdoor sculpture exhibition celebrating local history, cultural heritage, community and the environment, and captivating visitors from June to September each year. Artists from around Australia display their unique handcrafted pieces on the banks of Roma's Bungle Creek, standing proudly at the eastern entrance of Roma. With nearly $40,000 in prize money up for grabs, this exhibition is not only a showcase of artistic brilliance, but also an opportunity for sculptures to become part of the region's public art collection. This one was my favourite. So we took in a few more sites of Roma. Fair bit of history here. I think this was Roma's disco back in the 70s.
And then there's this. This is Roma's biggest bottle tree. Not to be confused with a boab, it's a bottle tree.
So the measurements of this bottle tree, it's not a boab, it's a bottle tree, are pretty astounding. So the girth, which is probably a pretty important measurement, is 9.62 metres. It is 15 metres high, and the crown is 23 metres across. So this is one of the most impressive bottle trees I've ever seen, and it's Roma's biggest. Our next overnight stop, Carnarvon Gorge.
And just like that, from Roma to Carnarvon Gorge. So tonight we're staying in a glamping tent, only because we've never done it before, and we thought, well, let's give it a go. It's 36 degrees up here at the moment. There's no air conditioning in it, so maybe not one of our smartest choices, but let's go in and have a look at it. Cozy. There's our air conditioner, and it does have an ensuite, which, yeah, it'll do. So I think the plan will be get some lunch. There is a swimming hole over that way somewhere, so we'll go and check that out and stay cool and just check the place out and just relax for this afternoon, I think. Just sussing out the camp kitchen here at the Big Four at Carnarvon Gorge. It's pretty well stocked. Got a pizza oven, a couple of barbies, a fridge, plenty of workbenches. Yeah, so we'll wander down here tonight and cook some dinner. And oh, there's a bit of a campfire there. And so apparently there's a swimming hole nearby, so we'll go and suss that out.
We ended up finding the swimming hole, but it was a little bit murky, and the snake that was swimming through us sort of put us off. So we went back to the cabin and just soaked up the wildlife. And just on dusk, thousands and thousands of fruit bats came into roost. After a big day, it was steak for tea.
And just like that, it's morning. Well, it's day 4 today, and we're going to have a little bit of a look around Carnarvon Gorge, and then we're heading north to Emerald. So I haven't been to Emerald before, so really looking forward to that one.
But before we go anywhere, it's coffee time. Let's see how the Kia goes with its first river crossing. No problems at all. So we head back out on the road to the main highway, and there are quite a few cattle grids to cross.
So we've just come across on the way out of Carnarvon Gorge the remnants of an aeroplane crash. Just behind me is the wreckage of a C-47B Dakota that crashed here on the 16th of November in 1943, unfortunately killing everyone on board. There was 19 military personnel, including members of the Australian Army, the Australian Air Force and the American Air Force. It crashed in a violent electrical storm apparently, and they've put a bit of a memorial up here, so we'll show you around. Right, so we've just pulled up in the little town of Springshaw in central Queensland just for some lunch, and there was a vanilla slice in the Bay Marie there. It was thrown into the bag with all the love that Mike Tyson would give a knockout blow to. Anyway, we'll give it a crack. Okay, it's got pink icing, and it's already, as you can see, the icing's really sweet. Custard's not too bad, the stuff that's still in the actual slice itself. The pastry's a little bit soft, not flaky. Appearance, not real flash. Oh look, I'm going to give this one 5 out of 10, just it's not flash. It's edible, but it's not flash.
Before we got to Emerald, we took a slight detour to Lake Marraboon, which is held back by the Fairburn Dam, always in search of good fishing spots, so this one has been marked on the map. Apparently there's barramundi, golden perch, silver perch, Murray cod, and it's a fantastic red claw fishery as well. So yep, definitely coming back to this one.
Morning everyone, day 5 of this epic adventure. So last night we stayed at Emerald, and what a beautiful little place this is. We're just going to have a bit of a look around this morning, and I've got a bit of company here, and and then we're going to make our way north up to Charters Towers. But we're just going to have a bit of a look around Emerald here this morning, and make our way up to the Tropic of Capricorn, and hopefully I'll get the drone up, and yeah, we'll just keep punching north. What are you doing? Well, here's something you wouldn't expect in the outback. So this is the largest painting on an easel in the world, and it's the Van Gogh sunflowers, and here it is in Emerald.
Well, welcome to the heart of central Queensland, that is Emerald, a vibrant town with deep roots in Australia's history and economy. Emerald was founded in 1879, originally as a railway township along the Central line that linked Rockhampton to the outback. The town actually got its name from the lush green pastures nearby, a rare sight in the region at the time. While Emerald itself isn't known for gems, it became the gateway to the sapphire gem fields, some of the world's richest sapphire deposits just west of the town. We spent a bit of time this morning looking around the Tourist Information Centre, and for a gold coin donation you get a really good sense of the history and what Emerald used to be like. They've done a really good job of collecting some old stuff and put it all together to give you a great idea of what it would have been like to live in Emerald many, many years ago. If you get to Emerald, this is well worth a visit.
They're good, it's just when you do them so often, it's just kind of...
Righto, so the next vanilla slice comes to you from the Fairburn Bakery in Emerald in central Queensland. So it's already quite hot today, so the icing's already started to melt. But it comes in this nice little doily, I suppose you'd call it. And I'll tell you what, it's double stacked. Oh, this is going to be a bit of a challenge. Custard's good, it's holding together really, really well, not falling apart. Try the icing. Not too sweet, this wind's giving me buggery. Pastry's good. Well, the icing's melting all on my fingers. I'll give this one an 8 out of 10 from the Fairburn Bakery in Emerald in central Queensland.
So heading towards Charters Towers now, and we're coming across more and more roadworks and starting to bump into the triple road trains.
Well, somewhere along the line we missed the Tropic of Capricorn. I don't know how, whether it wasn't marked or... Anyway, we're at Belliando Crossing. It's about 2 hours south of Charters Towers, just having a bit of lunch, and yeah, we'll just keep pushing on. Very basic lunch stop today. show you around the town. Yep, that's it. Well, good morning, day 6, and this finds us in Charters Towers. And what a cracking little place this is. It's been 1988 was the last time I was here, so we're having a bit of a look around this morning and making our way further to the coast. But Charters Towers started life back in 1871 when gold was discovered. It was a pivotal point in World War II where they kept ammunitions for the Townsville RAAF base, and yeah, it was once Queensland's second largest city in the gold rush. So we're going to have a look around today and enjoy what there is to offer in Charters Towers. There's 27 of these ammunition bunkers around Towers Hill, and they're all strategically placed, so if one of them accidentally exploded, it wouldn't set off a chain reaction to the others. And they were covered in mullock, the old stones that they used to take out of the gold mines to make them actually look like mullock heaps from the air, and so enemy aircraft wouldn't realise what they actually were. So pretty clever. It's a great little spot.
These chalk markings on the wall I thought may have been a roster for the different platoons to look after the place during the war.
So this is the site of one of the many gold mines around Charters Towers, and it must have been hard yakka. It's not even 10:30 and it's nearly 30 degrees here at the moment, so it must have been, you know, really hard going back in the day.
Charters Towers is full of beautiful old buildings and huge mosaic murals. Here's just a sample of what you can see wandering around this fantastic little place. As a quick side note to looking at all these beautiful buildings, we did try to find a bakery that was open to grab a vanilla slice, but they closed at 1 o'clock, every one of them.
Well, we just arrived at our accommodation for the night. This wind might bugger the audio, but yeah, we're off for a fish and maybe a shoot. Maybe. Got Jeff at the wheel. Jeff's got his own YouTube channel. I'll pop the link for that down in the description. And yeah, we're just on Jeff's property, and yeah, we'll see what we can get. So the good part about this, we've got the key to the gate. Oh, wow.
Fucking have a look at that.
Woo! Oh, this is so cool.
This is where we caught that big caddy doing that.
Wow. Well, mate, we can get some rods and
Let's do it.
and do it.
Again,
This is cool.
wobble.
A little bit of a hike to get here, but it's worth it. So this is private property. We've had to go through 2 lock gates to get here, and Jeff set us up on this beautiful little billabong here, and we'll give it a crack. Now apparently there's freshwater crocodiles in here, which aren't really a threat to us. I think we've got to dong them on the head to make them angry, but anyway, what a cracking spot. We're seeing some fish busting up. What's Jeff doing?
Trying to look.
What are you doing there, mate? I feel so privileged to be able to fish waters like this on private property.
That's it, eh?
In the top end of Queensland, and this is only what, 10 minutes from your place, Jeff? Yeah, so I'm so privileged to fish waters like this. We haven't caught a fish yet, but we will, and we'll be here for a few days, and hopefully we'll do a few episodes. There's some red claw here, so I might do a red claw episode or that. So, but we'll do an episode on fishing and a bit of red claw and that. Who knows what's going to happen here? But I just feel so privileged. So I'll just pan around and show you. Unfortunately, no fish tonight, but this is only day 1 up here in this beautiful part of Queensland. We're only, how far from Townsville?
55k?
55 k's inland from Townsville on, as I said, private property, and loving it, absolutely loving it. So we're going to go back home, have a bit of tucker and regroup and see what we can do tomorrow. Just on the way back to the house, we just come across a bit of a dam where pigs might be holing, so we're going to have a bit of a look and see if we can get a pig. Jeff's cattle's calves been taken by a wild dog, so if we can get a wild dog, that'll be a bonus too. Really an appropriate gear for hunting. Yep, nothing here. Righto, back in the buggy. So driving through this scrub, Jeff's lure got taken by a tree and he's on. What do you got, Jeff?
I don't know. I think it's a tree.
A tree? Righto, we're still walking through the scrub trying to find where Jeff's lure is. I think we've found it. Hang on. I think so. Hang on, here we go. Whew.
Well done the marlin, that hadn't taken much longer.
I tell you what, these Barra Classics will catch anything. Anything. There you go, mate. Are you going to fillet this or?
Oh, yeah, well, probably not because there's not much glitch on him.
All right, we'll let him go.
Yeah, let him go.
Righto.
Might have to take him and just
Catch and release.
take the lure and take it.
After a big day's fishing, it was dinner time. But first, a couple of beers watching the cane fires. And tonight's dinner is going to be something pretty special.
Wallaby there.
Wobbly. Yeah, right, man.
So, Friday night, and that means fish and chip night. So, you're not going to believe it, there is a fish and chip shop out here
Middle of nowhere.
in the middle of nowhere. So, fish and chips it is.
Fish and chip Friday.
This is a little pop-up fish and chip van at Majors Creek. If you're ever out that way on a Friday night, it is well worth the trip.
Yeah, I will do. I'm sure it will be. I'll tell you. Good on you, fellas. No worries.
Have a good night.
Will do. Now that's a feed of fish and chips.
Now before we leave our gracious host, there's one final mission we have to do. A couple of days ago, Jeff lost a rod out of the back of the buggy and we're going to go and try and find it.
Jeff and I are going for a bit of a walk. We lost a rod out the back of the buggy the other day. We're in amongst these chonky apples known locally. So apparently the Chinese used to plant them around the old mine openings that were disused so people wouldn't fall down them, and I can see why. They're bastards of things. Anyway, we'll keep pushing on to see if we can find this rod. Well, we found it. I reckon she just caught up on a branch. There you go, mate. All yours. Another successful mission.
And just like that, we're in Townsville, North Queensland. Townsville is home to just over 200,000 people, making it the unofficial capital of North Queensland. It's got this awesome mix of relaxed tropical vibes, big city services, and a whole lot of history. Townsville was originally founded back in 1864 as a port for serving huge cattle stations inland. From there, the town exploded. Gold discoveries nearby at Charters Towers, new railway lines, and later a major role in World War II when Townsville became a key Allied military base. In the waters of North Queensland, they have the box jellyfish or the marine stinger. And you'll find bottles of vinegar strategically placed along the beach line as a first aid measurement if you get stung. Townsville just isn't beaches and boardwalks. This region is a powerhouse for agriculture. There are over 2,600 farms across North Queensland and a massive area of land that are used for grazing cattle. The biggest crop here? Sugarcane. But you'll also find beef cattle, mangoes, melons, capsicum, corn, you name it, they'll grow it up there. Agriculture has shaped the region for more than a century and is still a major part of the economy today. Now, Townsville has become one of the most diverse economies in Queensland. You've got everything from mining and manufacture to the huge defence presence to education and health services. The Port of Townsville is one of the busiest in Northern Australia, exporting minerals and supporting the agriculture industry. Townsville is really one of those places you must see.
We've come to an end of another episode, so Toowoomba to Townsville, done and dusted. If you've made it this far, thank you very much. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down the bottom, and we'll see you in the next adventure. And stay tuned for the outtakes. So, as I said there, try again. Get on battery. Should be able to get it. Okay, so that's recording, so just hold that there. Well, g'day and
It was bloody slippery going across there.
was it?
One of them.
Just needed to wiggle it.
Wiggle it just a little bit.
Are you in there?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And just like that, it's morning again. So day 5 on this epic adventure. So last night we stayed in the Central Queensland town of Emerald, a cracking little place. This fella. Just, hello. What are you guys doing? Hey.
Over here?
Well,